All right, let's get right into it. Today we're talking about the Vantrue N5S. This is a dash cam with a huge promise, total 360-degree protection for your car. But the question is, does it actually deliver, or is it just expensive overkill? Let's find out.
Okay, so right off the bat, we have to get one thing straight. This is not your typical stick it on the windshield and forget it dash cam. Nope. The N5S is a whole different animal. So what makes it so different? Well, it's a 4-camera system, 4 of them. The whole point is to leave absolutely 0 blind spots. You get a camera looking at the road ahead, 1 for the road behind you, and then 2 more inside to cover the entire cabin. And that really brings us to the core question here. I mean, with a price tag that can be 3, 4, even 5 times what you'd pay for a budget dash cam, you gotta ask, is this the absolute pinnacle of car security, or is it just too much? To figure that out, let's start by building the case for why this thing might just be the ultimate dash cam. We're gonna dive into the powerhouse features that really make it stand out.
Let's kick things off with the tech inside. The N5S is packed with Sony's StarVis 2 sensors. Now, what that really means is you get crazy good, crystal clear video even when it's super dark out. But here's the kicker. It's not just on the front camera. All 4 cameras have this tech, and that's a huge deal for clear night vision, both inside and outside your car.
The connectivity is pretty top-notch too. You get fast 5 GHz Wi-Fi, so pulling videos onto your phone is nice and quick. But, and this is where it gets really cool, if you add the optional 4G module, you unlock a whole new level of security. You can literally peek in on your car's cameras from anywhere and even track its location live. Pretty wild. And then there's the parking mode, which honestly is a real game changer. See, it doesn't just start recording when it feels a bump. Thanks to what's called buffered pre-recording, it actually saves the 10 seconds of video from before the incident happened. So you get to see the whole story, not just the crash. 1 terabyte. That's the biggest micro SD card this system can handle. And trust me, it needs every single gigabyte. When you're recording 4 different high-def video streams at the same time, you're creating massive files. So that huge storage capacity isn't just a luxury, it's absolutely essential. And finally, let's talk about how this thing is built. Instead of a normal lithium-ion battery, the kind that can just give up in extreme heat, the N5S uses a supercapacitor. This makes it way more durable and reliable, especially if you live somewhere your car turns into an oven in the summer. It's a premium part for a premium device. Okay, so all that sounds pretty incredible, right? Like a high-tech fortress for your car. But now it's time for a reality check. We've got 5, let's call them shocking truths about the Vantrue N5S that you really need to hear before you even think about buying one. Truth number 1 is the big one. Despite that very premium price tag, the Vantrue N5S does not record in true 4K. That's a huge deal because you can find a lot of competing dash cams, some that are even cheaper, that offer 4K as a standard. So you're paying for coverage, not for the absolute highest resolution. And that leads us right into our second truth. Think about the processor in this thing as a brain that has to juggle 4 big tasks at once. Because it's splitting its power 4 ways, the quality from any single camera, while it's good, it's just not going to be as razor sharp as a high-end system that's dedicated to only 1 or 2 cameras. It's a trade-off. Next up, let's talk about the physical realities here. This is not a simple plug-and-play device. You're going to be routing a bunch of cables for 4 different cameras, and that can be a really complex job. On top of that, the main front unit, well, it's bulky. It's not discreet at all, and depending on your car, it might even block your view a little bit. And our 5th and final truth comes straight from what actual users are saying. While the hardware itself gets a lot of praise, some people report really frustrating issues with the mobile app. As one person put it, connection issues, can't watch videos easily. And that tells me that the day-to-day software experience might not live up to that premium hardware. So we've seen the powerhouse features and we've gone through the shocking truths. Let's put it all together and get to the final verdict. Let's figure out if the Vantrue N5S is actually the right choice for you. Here it is, laid out plain and simple. The pros are seriously powerful. You get true 360-degree coverage, excellent night vision, and that advanced parking mode. But the cons, they're significant. It's expensive, it doesn't have 4K, it's a beast to install, and it's physically huge. So who is this actually for? Well, it's pretty much a perfect fit for rideshare drivers, companies with fleet vehicles, or just anyone who puts total security and cabin monitoring above everything else. But
It is definitely not for the casual user, the person on a budget, or anyone who wants a clean, minimalist setup with the absolute best 4K quality. So really, the whole thing boils down to this. You should buy it if your number one priority is maximum, uncompromising 360-degree coverage. If you just need to see everything inside and out, this is your system. But you probably shouldn't buy it if what you really want is the absolute sharpest 4K video, an easy setup, or something that's easy on the wallet.
And that brings us to the final thought, which I think sums up the Vantrue N5S perfectly. More cameras don't always mean better quality, but in this case, they absolutely mean maximum protection. And the choice between those two, well, that's up to you.